In this video, I want to show you a process template that can be used as the start to an employee offboarding process. Let's start by looking at Process Manager. I have the employee offboarding process selected, and I'm on the first task. As you can see, there are multiple tasks within this workflow. The first task starts with an employee in Human Resources filling out an employee offboarding form. In that form, the employee will be identified. There will be choices made as to whether we need to route the form to security or to an IT team. We can input when the employee last worked, if they're eligible for rehire, if they have email addresses that need to be redirected, which assets were collected from them, maybe a laptop or a key fob, and of course a reason that they were offboarded. On the back side of this form, there are rules. So after the request is initially input and submitted, these rules will run. And one of the things it looks at is if it needs to route to an IT team, perhaps to disable some user accounts for some applications or free up some licenses or clean equipment. It can also route the form to a security team, and these things can happen in parallel. So it can route to these two teams at the same time so that they can each get their work done independently of one another. After those items are finished up, the workflow will route to HR again and then finally to the manager. Let's take a look at what this looks like to the end user. The process would be initiated by a user going into the Processes tab. In the Processes tab, you can see I have a lot of existing groupings of workflows. Most of these are templates that could be used for you as a starting point. Here's the one for employee offboarding. To start a new instance of the workflow, you simply hit the plus button, and that will load the form. This form has a lot of required fields, and they are denoted by the red asterisk as normal. I'm not going to go through filling out this form. Once it is submitted, it will route to other teams. I'm in the inbox, and I'm logged in as both the IT manager and security manager simply for demo purposes. This way I can see both of the forms that get routed to each person. If I go into IT Manager Review and start the form, then I will see everything input thus far for the offboarding process. And I will be able to complete my section of the form, including notes back to the manager and check any boxes that are pertinent. The note from me back to the team is mission completed. Whenever I hit submit, the form will remove from my inbox. As the security manager, I can go in, start the task, again, see everything that's been input into the form so far, complete my section, choose the options that are pertinent to this offboarding process, and leave a note if I need to. Now that both the security and IT forms have been completed, the form routes back to HR. A member of the HR team can start the process, review everything that's been put in to date, including the IT manager's information and what the security manager has completed, and then the HR rep can sign off on it and complete whatever additional processes they need to outside of this form.